Hey everybody, so it's time for RAD Dynamic Stretches. We're just going to walk you through how we're going to do this at home. RAD Dynamic Stretch series will take about 5 minutes, and you're going to set a timer starting from 0 and onward. The timer is so that you can keep track of each movement, and we do want to spend about 20 seconds per movement. Now that being said, for certain movements, if it's, for example, head rolls, you want to go one way for 10 seconds, the other way for 10 seconds. So let's go ahead and go over each of the movements. We're going to place the hands on the shoulders, and head rolls looks like this. We're moving the head. You can start off with a smaller range of motion and gradually work your way to a larger range of motion. We also want to spend a little bit of time turning, so we're going to turn looking over one shoulder and turn looking over the other shoulder. We're just checking out on just general functional movements of the neck and head. Then we're going to move on to huggers. So we're going to hug yourself, love yourself, big arm swings, nice and dynamic. You can feel that chest and shoulders in the front, maybe even the biceps getting a nice stretch. And then we're moving on to victories. And remember, each one of these we want to spend about 20 seconds because that is about the time it takes for adaptation to fully set in. Then we're going to move into single arm circles. We're going to start with one arm. And for this one, you're going to spend about 10 seconds going one direction, and then you'll switch and going the other direction. And we have two arms, so we're going to make sure we spend another 20 seconds on the other arm, 10 seconds going one way, 10 seconds going the other way. Then we're going to move on to the elbows. So we're going to go elbow circles. You could go double, or you could go do the Carlton and do both one direction and go the other direction. Have fun with it. We're going to get real silly and nice and loose. Moving on to the wrists next, so you can go wrist shakers, you can interlace the fingers and do rotations. You can do all kinds of fun stuff. Just go and shake it nice and loose. We're moving on to the back twist. So we're going to go ahead and start doing some torso twisting, working on that spine. You can also place your hand on your chest or your mid sternum or on your belly to start to get movement through those segments. Then we're going to also move into hip circles, so hands on hips, and this is a great assessment that we always run, usually as a baseline before we do mobility, and we always check in afterwards. Great way to just check in and see how tight those hip flexors are. If you feel tightness in your lower back, you know that the hip flexors are in trouble. We're going to move down to the knees. So feet together, knees together, hands over the knees. We're going to go knee circles, going one way, going the other way. Spend about 10 seconds, again, on each side. If there's two directions to go, make sure it's nice and even. Moving down to the ankles. We're going to spend time doing one ankle at a time, turning one direction for 10 seconds, switching to the other direction for 10 seconds, and we have two ankles. So let's go and get the other side. Same thing, both directions. And then we're going to move on to the kicks. So for the leg kicks, we do recommend hold on to something for balance. Zach has a stick mobility here. So we're going to go ahead and swing through, starting off with the front kicks. Spend about 20 seconds, and then we'll get the other side as well, 20 seconds. And then finally, the last one is going to be the lateral swing. So put your support in front of you and swing, crossing the body, spending about 20 seconds on that side and 20 seconds on the other side. All said and done, this is going to take about 5 minutes, about a little bit over 5 minutes actually, about 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Keep moving smooth and relaxed. Focus on staying loose and settle into a rhythm. Try to get a nice cadence going, make it real natural. You can start off slow, you can gradually ramp it up, but the true key word in this is dynamic. So you want to be very dynamic with your movements. And that's it.